All right, so we are recording. Okay, so thank you for hopping on for tonight's team call. So tonight I want to talk to you guys about Facebook and Instagram. Whatever I cover tonight, you may already know or not know. Chances are there's stuff that I'm going to teach you that you haven't heard before. Give me a second. I'm going to have to mute. Okay, so just so you know, Yvonne, everyone's muted. So I'll open it up towards the end if you guys have any questions. Okay, so first thing that I want to talk about is that Facebook is now your business. As a new coach, you are a business owner and you are the CEO of your own online fitness business. So 95% of your time spent on Facebook should be business related. Hold on, give me a second. I don't know why it's not staying muted. Okay, there. Okay, so 95% of the time that you are on Facebook, it should be used strictly for business. And the reason for this is because Facebook or any social media outlet can be a huge time waster. It's really easy to get lost in social media and just sit there and scroll and scroll and scroll. So it's used for business. It can still be used for leisure and pleasure and all that. But if you're serious about growing and building your business and helping a lot of people, you need to think of social media as business now, as a business outlet. So the first thing that I want to cover tonight is what should you be posting? Number one, posts that are inspiring. When you get on social media, I'm sure you love to be inspired, and if you see someone, sharing something that's inspiring, you like that. It's really hard for someone to share something inspiring and you not be inspired, and for you not to like that. Posts that are motivating, inspiring, and motivating. This could be quotes. It can be pictures of your journey. Just anything that you find inspiring or motivating. That's something that will get a lot of likes and comments. So that's something that you should consider posting. Share your journey and your progress. This includes pictures. Basically, whatever you guys see me posting, emulate that. Don't copy exactly what I post, but for the most part, you guys all know that I'm a wife, that I'm a mom, that I'm into health and fitness, into nutrition, that I'm faith-based, that I like to go out to eat. So that's typically what you see me post on social media. Share about your story before Beachbody. This is something that I'm still trying to learn and to master. But, once you become a coach, it's really easy to get lost in just like Beachbody world and Beachbody lingo and stuff like that. But as you're growing your network and you're adding new friends to your Facebook, people are like, okay, here's this girl and she's started her journey with Beachbody and she's doing this new program, this fitness program. But like, who is she? Like, what's her story before Beachbody? And that's actually going to attract more people to you because, when you share your story, you're sharing your struggles and just past experiences that you've had in the past. And so that's going to attract people that are like you to you. Another thing that you could be posting, I really encourage you to write down your top 5 interests or your hobbies. So are you a wife? Are you single? Are you engaged, to be married? Do you like sports? Do you like cooking? Do you like knitting? Like what are your interests and what are your hobbies? So pick your top 5 and post about that because that's who you are. And essentially you want to attract people that are like you because it makes it easier to work with people like that, whether they are a client or a coach. Somehow we all have, you guys are all a part of my team, and somehow me and you have something in similar, which is probably the only reason why we were working together or you decided to become a coach, because there's a connection with something that we may have in similarity, I guess you could say. Another thing is no videos. Please do not share videos unless it's a video of you working out or speaking. Oftentimes I see a lot of coaches just sharing videos that I know that they're funny, but to be honest, they're not going to get a lot of interaction on your Facebook, I guess you could say. They're funny and all, but again, if you have that mindset and you want to build a thriving, strong business, Facebook is your business. So when someone goes to your newsfeed, and say you add a new friend, you know, you meet this girl from somewhere and you're like, oh, I'm kind of interested in her, let me go add her on Facebook. And then she goes to your news feed and she sees all this random stuff. She's not going to be interested. You know, you're not going to catch her attention. So you want to keep your news feed clean and true to who you are. Yeah, you may like, you know, funny videos and stuff like that. But again, like your goal is to be adding value to people every single day. So again, unless it's a video of you working out or you kind of like what I did a few weeks ago, sharing my 21 Days testimonial, I honestly don't recommend sharing random videos and stuff like that directly on your newsfeed. No drama-related posts. If you have drama going on, please just try to keep everything positive and happy and encouraging on your Facebook. If you want to be working with people and you want to attract people to you, just don't post anything that's drama-related. What? They're in the pantry. As soon as you open the door, they're straight, like lower level. They're like under all the peanut butter and stuff. Sorry about that. Okay, so where did I leave off? No negative shaming posts, same thing. Try to be positive. Don't be negative. Another great tip is post at minimum 2 to 3 times a day. Okay, this is like really, really, really important. You can't go off. You can't expect to build a strong business if you're not active on social media. Where are you going to find people? You need to be really active on social media. Like there doesn't go a day where I do not post on social media because I'm serious about my business. If you want to build a little bit faster and you want to build a stronger audience, meaning people actually liking and commenting on your stuff every single time you post something, then you can build a little bit quicker by posting 3 to 5 times a day, which is what I tend to do. Even when I was working full time, I did have the flexibility of, because I was at a daycare. I was still there full time, but I could still be on my phone. So I was still posting 3 to 5 times a day, even on my busiest days, at least 3 times a day. And then ask engaging questions. This is a big, big, big one. This is like the perfect way to get to know your audience. For people love to give their opinion. Ask a question and people will give their opinion and they will comment on there. So what that does is once you get like a good question and people are like, yeah, posting like their answers and stuff and you're engaging with them, you're going to get a lot of comments and a lot of likes. And so Facebook has this thing called affinity. I've talked about this before, but if you're a new coach, affinity basically means it's just a way of Facebook ranking how popular you are on Facebook. And so if you want to be running challenge groups and you want to help new people every single month, essentially you want to attract them to you. In order for your posts to show up in other people's news feeds, your affinity needs to be really high. So when you have a lot of engagement on your posts, Facebook sees that as, okay, this person has something really important to say. I'm going to put this person's post on everyone's news feed. Okay, so that's really, really important. When should you be posting? Morning, lunchtime, and late afternoon around this time, nighttime. Just ask yourself, when are you typically on your phone? A lot of people, when they wake up, that's the first thing they do. They're on their phone. When they're at work and they're on their lunch break, they're on their phone. When they get home from work and they're sitting on the couch because they're tired, relaxing, they're on their phone. So that's why it's important to post things of value, or if you're going to be hosting a new challenge group, it's important to post it when people are on Facebook. So you just kind of have to get to know your audience. I think I have it on one of, you just need to get to know your audience. Typically when you get the most engagement, that's when you want to post. Make time to schedule your posts and post with intention. Never just post just to post. I know I'm guilty of this. Sometimes we just want to post just to post, but if that post, if you're not posting it with the intention of adding value to someone or making someone smile or trying to inspire someone with a story or something, don't do it. Again, just kind of go back to like your newsfeed. You want to keep it nice and clean, and you want someone to go through your newsfeed and be like, wow, like this person's really inspiring. Like they're on their journey, they're learning and growing as a person. And sometimes when we want to post just to post, it can be like a silly post. I mean, I'm not saying you're going to get in trouble if you do this, but I'm just trying to train you guys on stuff that I've learned from social media experts. And one of the things that they always say is post with intention. For those of you that are really busy, you have other things going on, school, work, planning a wedding, you can use Hootsuite or Buffer. I have a training video on Hootsuite on my YouTube channel. If you need help getting to that, let me know. It's basically just a free software program where you can go in and schedule your posts. So it's pretty cool. I use that even though I work already from home full time. I still use Hootsuite for my groups because, I'm busy with a baby and I can't be on my phone or on the computer all day. So it's pretty cool. You just have to learn how to use it, but you go in there and you put your posts that you want to be, that you want Hootsuite to, it'll post for you. So you do have to take the time and put okay, on Monday, I want it to post this. On Tuesday, I want it to post this. And you type in there exactly what you want. If you want to upload a picture, you can. But I talk about all that in the training video that I made. It's on my YouTube channel. So it's perfect when you're busy because it can post for you. You'll be at work and then Hootsuite will post for you when you schedule it. The only thing with this is that Facebook does see Hootsuite or the other website called Buffer. It sees it as a third party. So again, if it's a really important post and you're trying to, say you post about an upcoming challenge group and you're trying to find new people to join your group and you use Hootsuite, not a lot of people are going to get to see it because again, Facebook sees it as a third party and it'll lower your affinity. But again, if you're busy, you just got to do what you got to do. And if you absolutely cannot make time to post 2 to 5 times a day, I strongly encourage you to use Hootsuite. Put a timer on your phone and remind yourself to post, or you can put it in your phone calendar because I know sometimes when we're just really busy, we're just dang, it's already 9 o'clock and I haven't posted anything. So again, if you don't want to use Hootsuite and you have flexibility at work to post, put a timer on your phone. That might help you. And then again, I think I already talked about this. Figure out when your audience is online and ask yourself, when do you typically get on? When do you post something and you know that you get a lot of interaction? Okay, so I'm going to give a tour of my personal Facebook. And we're just going to go over some things that I've learned from a lot of social media training that I've done. And this is just a way of cleaning up your profile and making it look attracting and letting people know what you're about and that you're in business, that you're a coach and that you help people. Okay, so can you guys nod if you guys can see my Facebook? Yes? Okay. So first thing that we're going to do is go to my profile. Okay, so profile picture. You want your picture to be pretty and bright and colorful and welcoming. You need to be smiling in your picture because if you are growing your network and you're adding people to your Facebook, people that you don't know but you want to connect with them, your picture needs to be inviting and you need to look happy basically in your picture. Okay. Second thing I want to go over is your occupation. Please do not put that you're a Beachbody coach. If you have already, that's fine. Just go ahead and change that. For the longest time I had that, but I've learned that with time that if people automatically know when they come to our Facebook and they know that we're a part of Beachbody, we don't know if that person might have already had a bad experience with Beachbody, and who knows, they might just delete your friend request or delete you or block you. So I have a like page, and so I just put CEO and founder at my like page, which I don't use yet, but it's like a fan page or whatever. But try to keep the current occupation that you have now, or you can just put health and fitness coach. Just try not to put Beachbody. Cover photo. Cover photo is huge. This is like your storefront of your business. If you need to learn how to make a cover photo, please let me know. There's tons of trainings on YouTube that are super simple that'll teach you how to make a picture like this. I use PicMonkey.com. It's free. I didn't know how to use it. It was confusing at first, but I taught myself. So basically, it's the same thing on here. It's like your top 3 to 5 interests. Who are you and what do you do and what do you have to offer? Now that my Instagram is growing, I have a lot of people adding me over to my Facebook. And so when they come to my Facebook, this is what I want them to see. I want them to see that I'm a wife, I'm a new mom, I'm into nutrition and health and fitness. And on here, you could even type up a little bio And this is just if I have random people adding me. I just tell them a little bit about my story, about Beachbody and what Beachbody has been able to do for me and how it's changed my life. And I put on there, like, this is my Instagram and stuff like that. But you don't have to worry too much about this bio right now. And I even have an application form for my online challenge groups that I run monthly. But these pictures, they're really, really important. It's like the storefront of your business. Okay, so next I want to go over how to organize your group and add that to your favorite. Someone's not muted. Hold on. Okay, so everyone's muted now. Okay, how to organize groups. So basically, now that you're a coach, hey, there's Sarah. You're probably going to be added into a lot of groups, and you're probably adding yourself into a lot of groups. I want to help you organize that. So here are my groups. I have our team page here. I have my current challenge group. I have my new coach training group in here. And then this is an older, bigger accountability group that I have. Our bigger team page. And then just another team page that has like training and stuff. So what you can do is you can go over to your groups. And all of this has to be done on a computer. It's just too complicated to do it on a phone. So here is a list of all the groups that I'm a part of. So what you can do is, you know, if you want to keep your groups more organized, I would suggest you just keep like our bigger team page, our smaller team page, and the current challenge group that you're in, and just keep those three. And add those to your favorites. It'll be a lot easier to find them when you're working from your computer or your desktop. So say I have here an old group, 21 Day Bikini Bootcamp. All I do is add to favorites, and then I go to my home, and it's going to show up right here. So I don't have to go into my groups and go digging through like the 500 groups that I'm a part of. And so how can you like customize it from like priority to like less priority, I guess you could say. You go to the left, and there's like a little circle. And you click on it, and it tells you remove from favorites, rearrange, edit settings, or leave group. So I usually do rearrange, and usually the groups that are the most important to me, I move them up to the top, so you can move it like this. So it's a pretty cool feature. So I'm just going to remove that from my favorites. So that's pretty self-explanatory. But again, I just do this to help me stay organized with the groups that I'm a part of when I'm checking in with them every single day. Okay. So next I want to go over how to navigate our team page and files. If you're a seasoned coach, you already know how to do this. If you're a newer coach, please pay attention. Okay, so I don't think I've added Kayla into this bigger team page. But the Diamond Council is my coach and sponsors bigger team page. There's 900 coaches in here. So there's a lot of training in this group, and it can be a little bit overwhelming, which is why we have our smaller group. So basically, when you're on a desktop or computer, this is what the team page looks like. You go over to the Files tab, and she seriously has like, I think over 50 files, documents. This is all training. It's just training. How to reach Emeralds ASAP when a prospect expresses a need through a Facebook status. That's something that I actually created last year. So again, this is I just want to show you guys how to get to training. Whenever you have free time or you're trying to learn how to do something, please check out that file section and just go through the training, skim through it, and I bet you anything you will learn something new. Same thing with our smaller team page. I have different content in there. You go to the Files tab, and I have quite a few file page documents too with training. So it's pretty simple. Oh, and then I want to teach you guys how to turn on and off your notifications, which helps you stay focused. If you don't, I don't know if you know how to do this. So basically what I do, what's helped me stay focused and what's helped me stay focused is not checking into my groups from my phone. It's just a priority for me to just not be on my phone all day because I stay home with the baby and, like family time and all that stuff, and I don't want to be on my phone all the time. I want to respect their time. So I make it a point to only check into my groups through my computer. If for some reason I cannot get to my computer, I'm out and I need to check in, of course I will use my phone. But the notifications, all of the notifications from our team page, everything you see here, they are completely shut off because I don't want it notifying me on my phone because it's just, it can get overwhelming. So I make it a point to write it on my planner every single day what groups I'm going to check into. So I don't miss any notifications. I don't need it notifying me on my Facebook, all this stuff that's going on. So basically you go here where it says notifications, you click on it, and you can choose if you want to see like all the posts, highlights, friend posts are off. I thought this was off, so I'm actually going to turn it off. So for any of the notifications, I would just go ahead and turn them off. It's going to help you stay focused. And just write in your planner, you know, what groups you want to check into every day, and it'll happen. You don't need the notifications going off on your phone. Okay. Another thing too, how to view sent requests, you know, friend requests that you have sent to people, and how to cancel them. So if you didn't know this, if you send too many friend requests and people do not accept, Facebook will put you into Facebook jail, and sometimes they do some crazy things where you cannot post into your groups for 30 days. You can't message people for 30 days. And that's just crazy because I use Facebook every single day for my business. Like I need it. I cannot not post in my groups for 30 days. So I try to stay on top of this at least once a week. So it just depends at the rate that you are growing your network and you're adding new friends to your Facebook. Just keep track of that because at one point I think I had like 60 sent friend requests that were never approved by people that I was trying to add, and I was pretty close to getting put into Facebook jail. So you go to your home page and then you go to friends and then you go to more, or no, I think, let's see. Oh, find friends. And then at the top right here, it says no new friend requests. And then in very little small letters, it says view sent requests. So then you click on that and you can see on here the people that I have sent friend requests to. So give yourself a week. If it takes longer than a week for them to add you, they probably don't want to add you. They probably aren't active on Facebook. So you just hover over it and you can cancel the request. So just stay on top of that so that Facebook doesn't put you in jail. How to find new people. Okay, so this is super important. Like when I'm telling you guys, you need to grow your network, because sometimes I have coaches telling me, I feel like I've run out of people to talk to. I felt like that too, and the only reason you feel like that is because you're not growing your network. You're not talking to new people. And you might ask yourself, well, where do I find new people? At this search bar, it tells you search for people, places, and things. So you can actually type in here, friends of my friends. You can put in here friends of my friends that like sports, friends of my friends that are moms, and it's just going to give you a list of people that you can connect with. Another great thing is importing all of your contacts from your email services. When I first did this, I found that because I was talking a lot to people through Instagram, so it's pretty cool that I was able to import this, and I was able to actually add a lot of the people that I was just strictly talking to through email. So it was nice when I was able to find them on Facebook and kind of just put like a face to the person that I was talking to. And they knew who I was, so they accepted. So it's not like I was just adding someone random, which I still do. I do add random people. I add random people that I have at least 2 to 5 mutual friends with. If I find someone and I feel like I can connect with them, if they look like they're a mom in their picture, if they're holding their baby or something, and I have at least 2 mutual friends with them, I'm going to add them because I'm serious about growing my business. I have close to 1,800 friends on Facebook right now. Do I know everyone? No. But you can build a business online by adding people and just connecting with people and building relationships. So yeah, you import all your contacts, any email services that you have, and it'll show up here, like whoever has an actual Facebook account with that email, you can send them a friend request. And you might be surprised. There might be people on there you forgot even existed. So just give it a try. Yeah, so suggested friends, again, you can add people that Facebook is always going to be suggesting friends to you that you should add. If you have a lot of mutual friends with them, just go ahead and add them. Groups. This is another great place to make new friends and add them to your network. So just again, you want to look for groups that are of interest to you. Like for me, I'm a part of a lot of new mom groups, like breastfeeding groups. So for me, like I'll just put in here breastfeeding, and I'm a part of this group, breastfeeding resources. So it does take some time to build relationships with people in there before adding them, but it's just kind of a great way. It's like an avenue to talk to different people. If you're into sports, you can put, you're into football, or if you're into Disneyland. I know a lot of coaches are like big, like Disney freaks. And I think there's like this big Disneyland group on Facebook. I don't know. Let me search it. I don't think I've ever seen it. But there's like a big group for Disneyland, and you can add yourself into that, or anything that you like. Just find your group and add yourself and start making new friends. Start talking to people. Simple. Okay. So there's this new thing that I found. I posted about it in the team page a long time ago, but I don't think anyone actually did with it. It's a little, it's not complicated, but you have to download Chrome, the internet server Chrome, and it actually allows you to kill your news feed. So I'm not going to demonstrate that on here, but I think I'm going to show you guys. Here's Chrome, and it's pretty cool, because if you're using Facebook to work your business, again, it's really easy to sit there and just kind of scroll through Facebook, through the feed, and you get nothing done. So one top coach one day, she posted this, and I don't know how she found it, but she was able to basically kill her newsfeed. I downloaded it, and it's completely safe. I don't have any viruses. It didn't kill my computer. And so what it does is it literally, like, I have no more newsfeed. Let me show you guys. It should still have it on here. Hopefully it does. Yeah, so isn't this perfect? This is like genius. I wish I would have known this like when I first became a coach, because I used to just sit there and scroll Facebook, and I'm like, yeah, I'm working, and I would get nothing done. No one would join my groups. So this helps you stay laser focused. I mean, it even says don't get distracted by Facebook. I use this. I check in to my groups. I post what I need to post, reply to my messages. I get in and I get out. I do not let the news feed suck me into it, because it's very easy to happen. So if you want to learn more about this, just reach out to me and I'll help you out. It's really simple. All right, what's next? Hopefully we still have enough time. Okay, so Instagram, same thing as Facebook. If you don't like Instagram, there's a lot of other social media outlets that you can be using. There's YouTube, there's Pinterest, there's LinkedIn, there's Twitter, but Instagram is really big, and I love Instagram. It's like my jam. I love Instagram. I'm a very visual person, so I just love Instagram, and it's super easy. So these are some, let me make this bigger. These are just some samples, of course mine, of what your Instagram bio should look like. I'm not saying you need to copy mine, but again, I've done a lot of social media training, and I could share with you guys a training and where I've learned this, and I've applied it, and it's actually helped, and it has increased my followers. It's the storefront of your business, like the way your bio looks. It's the same thing as your cover photo on Facebook. You want to let people know, like new people that come to your Facebook, who are you and what do you have to offer? And you want to make it look pleasing. You don't want a bunch of mumbo jumbo all over the place, and just try to be really concise in who you are and what you have to offer. So these are just some great examples. Again, I have on there that I'm a wife, that I'm a new mom, that I'm from California. So I'm very particular with what I post, and I want people to know exactly what they're going to get when they come to my Instagram. Okay, so we have about 10 minutes, and then Zoom's going to kick me off. And then here's Jasmine. It's a coach on our team. She puts this, so she's a Jesus lover, family, fitness, health. She's a hairstylist. She's a blogger and a traveler. So again, she's really honing in on who she is and what she has to offer. So people aren't surprised when she posts about Jesus on her Instagram, right? Okay. What happened? Okay. So like attracts like. So you want to attract people who are like you. Okay. So again, whatever you have in your bio, only post about that. You don't want to surprise people with a post, because what's going to happen if someone goes to your Instagram, and it's happened to me. I've learned by trial and error. Sometimes I just want to post a picture of the sunset or something, and I lose a lot of followers, because people come to me because I'm a new mom. I post about health and fitness and nutrition, and I inspire people and I motivate people. Okay, and if I post a random picture of a sunset, which from time to time I do, but I encourage you not to do, I lose followers because they came to me for different stuff. They're following me for everything that I posted about in my bio. Add value to people every single day on any social media outlet that you have. Add value. And so what do I mean by adding value? Share recipes, share things that you've been able to overcome. Think about all the things that you used to struggle with. Come up with a post and a story and a nice picture that's eye-catching, and share that. That's adding value to people. Like when you can find a solution for someone, hey, here's this quick recipe that only takes you 10 minutes. You're adding value to that person's life, because whether they use the recipe or not, you're still adding value. Okay, you're not sitting there posting something super negative or some random picture. You're adding value to people's lives. Make people feel good when they see your Instagram feed. Same thing on Facebook. Just make people feel good and happy when they see your pictures, okay? Inspire and motivate by sharing your journey. People relate to progress, not perfection. I know sometimes we want to wait until we've lost all the weight that we want to lose. But, reality is that people relate to progress, and that's probably why you were attracted to me, okay? Because I am not done with my journey, and I will never be done. I do not have a six-pack, but I was vulnerable on social media, and I was transparent with you, and I shared with you my struggles, my stretch marks, like how my stomach was like after I had my baby. So I'm real with you, and I encourage you guys to be real and just start sharing now. People are going to be more inspired by you now than later when you're already like fit and strong, and they'll be inspired then, but most people are just going to be like, oh, she's already strong and fit, Okay, so use hashtags. How do you expect people to find you on Instagram if you're not using hashtags? Another big tip is do not use Beachbody related hashtags. I used to do this so much in the beginning. What was I attracting? Nothing but Beachbody coaches. There is 400,000 Beachbody coaches in the network that are all on Instagram and Facebook trying to build their businesses, okay? So if you're hashtagging Beachbody, Shakeology, 21-Day Fix, TurboFire, like you're just going to find coaches and they're going to find you and just going to follow each other, and that's cool too, but you are in business for yourself, okay? So you want to find people that don't know what Beachbody is. You don't want to attract other coaches, okay? So one thing that I've learned is that every single picture, you're allowed to have at least 30 hashtags. So every single picture, I don't know if you guys if you watch everything I do, but on Instagram, I will never post a picture without hashtags. And if I post something, sometimes I'll go back later and post it. Sometimes I might not post my hashtags right away. So I always use 30. So you might be thinking like, oh my gosh, it's so time consuming. I have to come up with 30 posts. No, make some time, sit down, sit on your phone if you want, and come up with 30 hashtags that make you, you. So I have on my new mom life, mommy, postpartum, fit mom inspire, baby boy because I have a boy, wifey because I'm married, motherhood, moms who lift, stuff like that. That's just kind of who I am. And I want to attract people like me. I want to attract other new moms. So what I do is I have on here as a big tip, save the hashtags on a notepad, on a note on your phone. And so what do you do every time you post on Instagram? You just go into your notepad, you copy all of them, boom, and you paste them. It takes you 2 seconds, right? So please, if you plan on growing your Instagram and you want to attract new followers to you and new people, use hashtags. Don't post without using hashtags. Okay, what's next? Okay, so how to increase followers. We have about 5 minutes left before Zoom kicks me off. I don't know if we're going to have time for the open Q&A. So be consistent with your posting. Again, same with Facebook. You can't just post for a whole week and then not post for another week and then expect to come back and you're just like, oh, why isn't anyone liking my pictures? Oh, I'm not getting any comments. I'm not getting any new followers. You need to be consistent. If people come to you and they're like, dang, I like this girl. I like what she's posting. I want to see it every single day. Me personally, I unfollow people who stop posting because if they're not posting, they're not adding value to my life or to my Instagram feed. So why am I going to follow them? So I unfollow them. Okay, so I'm already putting myself in the mindset of my followers. Be consistent with your content and your message. Again, this goes back to what's in your bio. Be consistent with what's in your bio. Whatever you post in your bio, be consistent with that. Be consistent with your message. What's your message? Are you sharing your journey? Is your message that you want to help save the world like I do and help people become happier and healthier and more confident. What's your message? And be consistent with that. Again, never post without hashtags. How are people going to find you? I already covered that. Make your profiles public, both your Facebook and your Instagram. If you're scared of creepers finding you, I can assure you that nothing's going to happen, because I've been doing this for almost 3 years, and there's coaches in the network that have been doing this way longer, and their Facebook and their Instagram is public and nothing has happened. Yes, I've had creepers try to add me, but there's this thing called block. And all you do is same thing on Instagram and Facebook. You just block them. So don't be afraid to make yourself public. Sometimes I have coaches tell me that they have like crazy family members. Just block them and make yourself public. Okay, ask yourself, when you find someone on Instagram and you're like, oh, I want to see their pictures, and you click on their thing and it's private, ask yourself, how many times do you actually follow that person? It's probably 0. If I find someone in a hashtag and I'm like, oh, I want to see their pictures, and their thing is private, I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to follow them. Make your stuff public. Chalene Johnson is a social media expert, and she will tell you, make your stuff public. So make it public. Make sure your pictures are aesthetically pleasing, bright, colorful, good angles. It takes time to get good at this, but with time, you'll get better at it if you're consistent. Follow people that could be potential clients and coaches. Again, I'm always looking for new moms. When I was getting married last year, I was always looking for women that were sweating for the wedding. There's this hashtag, sweating for the wedding. So I was making friends with a lot of women that were engaged, and then we all kind of got married around the same time, and then we were like newly engaged. So again, whoever you are and whatever you're going through right now in life, try to look for that on Instagram through hashtags. Okay, let's see. Like and comment on other people's pictures to build relationships. You need to be willing to give in order to get. So if you want to get likes and comments, you need to be able to get them first. Okay, so that's just how you build relationships on Instagram. Every single comment that I get on a picture, sometimes it's a lot, but I do take my time to go back and comment back, and I go to their profiles and I like some of their pictures and I comment. That's just how you're going to build a relationship. Okay, you have to get down and dirty and actually do the work. Go through your favorite hashtag. Find people who you think you can connect with. Like 5 to 6 of their most recent pictures. Leave a nice compliment. Follow them, and they will most likely follow back. This is perfect. Try it out. It works. Trust me. This is how I increase my followers every week. This activity is noticed, and they feel appreciated, and they're going to follow you back. Don't post Beachbody stock pictures. Make your own. Don't use any of the pictures that Autumn posts or the 21-day fix on Instagram or Beachbody. Make your own pictures. I never post that stuff. So again, just please don't post that stuff. Come up with your own pictures. You are you. Like, your brand is you, not Beachbody. Okay, so I have on here, people want to follow people who share their life and post real selfies of themselves, not stock pictures. So lastly, never give up. Give yourself at minimum 1 year of hard work, of hard, consistent work, and then reevaluate, the social media platform that you're using. Okay, because I know that sometimes you get started as a coach and you're just like, I'm not tech savvy, I don't know how to use social media. That's why we have trainings to help you out. So don't give up on it. And then after a year, if you really feel like it's not for you, reevaluate, and then we can help you get started on Pinterest or LinkedIn or something else. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the share.